Hi guys, it's Miss DeZalia again. So I've been talking to you a lot about worry. Something that goes along with worry a lot is negative thinking. So negative thinking is just focusing on all the bad things that are happening. Everyone gets negative thoughts sometimes, and that's okay. But when we have a lot of negative thoughts, it can kind of feel like a rain cloud over us. It can really bring us down. Something that will help with that is positive thinking. Positive thinking is instead focusing on the good things that are happening. So today I have a little book called Look on the Bright Side. This book is about positive thinking. I hope that you enjoy it. Look on the Bright Side, Little World Social Skills by Christy Reed. When you look on the bright side, you have a positive attitude about your life. When you have a positive attitude, you believe in yourself. You choose to be a happy person. You share your happiness with others. Do you have a positive attitude? When people feel happy, they can do more. They have more fun. They feel more successful at anything they try. It's not always easy to be positive. All people face problems during their lives. When problems happen, worry and bad feelings begin. A negative attitude builds up. When you look on the bright side, you see problems as a way to learn something new. You find solutions and try to make things better. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this? If you feel worried about a big test at school, try not to think about how difficult it could be. Tell yourself, I know I can do it. I'm going to try my best. If you are playing in a game and the other team is winning, don't give up. Tell yourself, I will try to do my best. I need to help my team. How do you feel when you help other people? If you make a mistake in front of your friends, don't feel angry towards yourself. Know that everybody makes mistakes. Laugh and let go of your mistake. Sometimes laughter is the best medicine. When you look on the bright side, you choose to be happy. When you choose to be happy, you make other people feel happy too. Top 5 ways to have a positive attitude. Number 1, believe in yourself. Number 2, never give up. Number 3, look for the good in others. Number 4, be grateful. Think about the good things in your life. Number 5, get rid of negative thoughts. You can do it. The end. So I hope you all had fun reading Look on the Bright Side with me and learning some more about positive thinking, focusing on the good things. So I know that right now things are a little bit different than normal. Actually, they're a lot different than normal. And I think that with things being so different, it's really easy to think just a lot of negative thoughts. You might be thinking things like, I don't get to go to school. I don't get to see my friends. I miss my teacher. I miss running in gym. I miss playing music in music. I miss art. I miss all these things. Man, this stinks. And I think that having those negative thoughts is completely normal. I think a lot of people have them, even grown-ups. And it's okay to have them. But negative thoughts don't feel good. And if we're just always focusing on the negative, it's really going to start to bring us down and just make us feel bad all the time. That's why it's important to think positive thoughts. Focus on those good things that are happening. So when you feel that negative thoughts start to creep in, replace it with a positive thought instead. If you're thinking, I'm stuck at home, replace it with, I get to spend more time with my family. If you're thinking, I miss my teacher, I don't get to see them anymore, replace it with, hey, I still get to talk to them on the phone when they check in. If you start focusing more on those positive thoughts, you're gonna feel so much better and you're gonna be a lot happier. So, I have a challenge for you. While things are topsy-turvy like this, each day I want you to try to think of 3 positive things, 3 good things that are happening that day. And you know what? I bet you can think of way, way more, but we'll start small. So after this, I'm actually going to do a little project. Which is a positivity sun, where we can actually practice thinking all those positive thoughts and practice looking on the bright side. So because we were talking a little bit about positive thinking, I am going to show you how to make a positive sun. And in the middle I wrote the bright side because the book that we read was called Look on the Bright Side. So before you ever do any little projects or anything with my videos, please talk to your family, make sure that it's okay with the grown-ups in your house that you are making this. So the first thing that you are going to need is some paper. So I picked yellow because it's a sun, so I wanted yellow, but you can do it any color you want. You can do purple, blue, green, you can do lots of different colors, make it into a positive flower. That's okay too. You will also need some scissors. Please use the kid-friendly scissors. If you don't have any and you have to use the grown-up scissors, again, please talk to the grown-ups in your house first, make sure that's okay, and maybe have a grown-up with you or an older brother or sister with you to help make sure that everyone is being safe. You will also need some glue. It can be a glue stick, it can be glue in a bottle, or if you don't have that, tape works too. Actually, in the one that I showed you, use tape. So that works. And then also you're going to need something to write with. So it can be pen, marker, pencil. It is up to you. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need to get out is your paper, and we are going to make the circle at the center of the sun. So you can, if you want, with the circle, free draw a circle. I normally make one about that big. You can make it bigger or smaller. So you can free draw it, just draw it without any help. Or if you want it to be a perfect circle, I have a little trick. You can get a cup, place the cup upside down in the corner, and then trace around the cup to make your perfect circle. Then you're going to need your scissors. Carefully cut out that circle. Just like that. And then put that to the side. So now what we are going to do is we are going to make the rays for the sunshine. So with our pencil, we are going to make strips about maybe like an inch wide down the long side of the paper. If you want to make them really, really skinny, that's okay. If you want to make them a little bit wider, it's your sunshine. It's however you want it to look. So with my pencil, I am creating those lines to make the rays. The amount of rays is up to you. I would recommend at least probably at least 6 or 7, but if you only want a few, that's okay. If you want a ton, that is also okay. So it's gonna look like that. And then again, carefully with your scissors, you are going to cut those rays out, just like this. So I don't want to bore you by cutting these all out and you having to watch, so I actually already have some other rays pre-cut. All right, so when you have all of your rays and you have your circle, what you're going to do is first put the circle down and get out your glue, tape, whatever you're going to be using. And you're going to take the ends of the rays and you're going to start gluing them kind of on the edges of the back of the circle, just like this. So you really want those rays to be stuck on there, so it's okay to really use a decent amount of glue. just like that. When you're done with one, you're going to move on to the next. Move down a little bit, try to have them equal distance apart. And keep going. After each time of you putting it in the glue or tape, I would try to make sure to push it down for a second or two, really let it bond together, make sure that it's sticking, so that way it's not gonna all of a sudden peel off on you. Just a few more, we're almost there. And I'm only gonna do one more. But again, if you wanna do a lot, that is a-okay to do a lot. So it's gonna look, that's the back, it's gonna look a little bit like that. And this is what the front is gonna look like. So now we're going to start practicing our positive thinking. If you noticed on my original one, I have all these words written. So these are all different positive things that I thought of about the situation we're in right now. So I kind of wrote down, I can spend more time with my family. That's one positive. The snow is gone. I think we're all excited about that. I also have on here, I can spend more time with my pets. I can do some projects that I've needed to do. I can still make these videos to kind of see you guys that way. So there's lots of different positive things. This is an awesome activity to do with your family. So you can actually do this with your family, and then your whole family can kind of brainstorm what are some positive things right now that they can write down. So I'm gonna write down, again, I can spend more time with my family. That's huge. I love my family, so I'm gonna write that down. I can spend time with my family. Just like that. So now's your chance to really just try to think all those different positive things and write them down. It could be something really big, like spending time with your family, or it could even be something small. I got to wear my favorite pair of socks today. I got to eat my favorite breakfast. Just whatever positive things are happening right now. Focusing on those little positive things are really gonna brighten up your day, just like sunshine. So I'm only gonna write out one on here just so that you don't have to sit there while I think of all of them and write them down. But once you guys have filled all of the rays, we're gonna move to the next step. So when you have your words written down, like that, but all over, you're gonna flip it over so we are looking at the back of the sun where we glued all of those rays before. Also, I forgot to mention, I should have mentioned this to you, but when you're writing, try to keep it close to the center, kind of like how I did here. Kept the words close to the center. If you have the words all the way over here, the next step where we bend it back will make a lot of those words really, really hard to read. So try to make sure that you're keeping the words close to the center of the sun. So when you're all done with that, flip it over so we're looking at the back. And again, you're going to get that glue stick or tape. I'm going to start with one ray. So again, you're going to put some glue stick down or some tape. You're going to fold that ray over, just the edge of it. You're going to stick down into the glue. I'd recommend, again, pushing down into that glue and holding for a few seconds so it has a chance to really stick together. When you're done with that, move on to the next one. Bend it over, push it down, hold it there for a second or two. I'm gonna get the glue ready, and then I'm gonna move on to the next one. So as you can see, that kind of makes the rays puff out. I like that. I think that's kind of cool, but if you don't like that, if you want it to be flat, it's okay to flatten them down too. So I'm gonna keep moving. Pushing it down, onto the last one, push it down. Put my glue over here. So it's gonna look something like that. Also, right now, if you notice the rays, the little loops that they make are kind of pushed far back. You can even bend them forward a little bit. Like that. So they're not bent backwards so much. And that is gonna be your sunshine. I wrote the bright side in the middle of mine just because this is us kind of focusing on the bright side. Ooh, see? Didn't hold it long enough. Focusing on the bright side, but you don't need to write that if you don't want to. It's up to you. It is your sunshine. And your end project will look maybe something like this. If it doesn't, that's okay. It's yours. It can look however you want it to look. I'm sure it is beautiful and amazing. And I hope that this project is a lot of fun for you. I hope it helps you focus on the bright side and do some positive thinking. Bye, guys.